I gotta work on my posture, man. Anyway. Welcome back to the garage, guys. I'm Damien. This is the Binder Builder. While you hit that like button, I'm going to jump right in. Now that the tires can be bolted to the Bug, I need to install the steering. To do this, I got my sweet rack out and figured out what bolts I needed to install it. And after a quick trip to Ace for some grade 8 hardware, I sat down at the front of the Bug and got to it. I soon realized that I needed to do a little reaming to the mounting holes to allow all of the bolts I got for it to be installed. So after opening them up a little bit, the rack was installed. All right, it's on. Let's take a look. All right, don't mind the lighting, it's kind of iffy, but went ahead and put the steering rack on, got it bolted in on the back. As you can see, also I'll just put a little joint on that, come out this way and up to the steering wheel. I got 4 bolts on the end, 2 on each side, and then the 2 in the middle. As far as how it fits, now I will say I got the biggest rack that I can find, and so it's a big one. So the problem is if you notice how that is. Now if I put the other side down a little, it can actually get pretty tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it. Right now I'm not going to do that because I don't have to. This is drooped out a little bit. When it's at stock height, it'll be, it's heavy. It's heavy. If it's stock height, these are going to be basically flat, so it's not going to be anywhere close. But as far as clearancing the arms, as you can see, I'm going to cut into it, and it's not going to go all the way through to the top. I will say that. I'm just going to make a little notch out. So remember, underneath all of this plate is big box tube. So it's box tube underneath there, so I got internal rails. But anyway, I'm going to cut that out, plate it, so when I droop out completely, it's going to be fine. I'll strap it if I need to. I'm not looking for like 80 inches of wheel travel. I know that's ridiculous, but you know, if I get, I don't know, 15 to 20, I mean, obviously I'll be happy the more I get, but yeah, there's a point where it's unusable, you know. So you know, I would love to have 20 inches of wheel travel, but if it's not, it's not. You know, I still need to learn how to drive in the desert, so it's not like the rig is going to be the limiting factor. It's definitely going to be my butt. So anyway, got the steering rack in. It works really well, and so you know, it works back and forth. I love that. I went with a 3/4 inch heim for the tie rods. Be a little more beef than I think it needs, but better safe than sorry, and I'll be able to not worry about it so much. But because of that, my old heim spacer won't work. But Maya's Bug, if you ever watch his channel, he made a nice heim spacer, way better looking than mine was, so I'm going to kind of copy his a little bit and make another one. It'll look better than my old one. It'll be bigger for my 3/4 heims. With that, I started to measure out the new tie rods to go from the steering rack to the knuckles. Once I got the new steering parts ordered from Rough Stuff, I switched gears in order to get the Bug to sit on its own weight. My first thought was to literally build stilts or spacers that go from the stock shock mounts down to the trailing arms. But while I was down there measuring for them, I had a thought to run a cross tube from one 5x5 to the other. Guess what I decided on? That's right, both. The shock stilts and the crossbar. First, I built the stilts. Using some scrap, I cut it to the size I wanted, then chopped a channel in them, cut cap plates, drilled the plates for some bolts, and welded everything up. The little protruding bolts fit into the stock shock mounts and straddle the outermost plate in the trailing arm. Then I installed them and used the floor jack to test it. It actually worked. So I used them to hold the Bug up while I put some 2x2 box tube in place for the crossbar. And after cleaning a spot to weld, I welded the bar to the 5x5s. Forgive my lapse in time, but I realized that my steering parts didn't show up yet, so I had to make a call, and then, wouldn't you know, a couple days later. All right, so I got some stuff from the mail, and I'm very happy. It was supposed to be here about a couple weeks ago, and so that kind of sucked, but it's here now. Let's see what I got. All right. First package. Heims. Okay, these actually are very welcome. These are the Heims for my steering. With any luck, these will work, and I can get this thing on the road. Basically, they're Rough Stuff's Heim kit. These are just 3/4 by 3/4. I'm going to go check to see if I need to trim the misalignment spacers out in order to make them fit in the knuckles. Yes, here they do. Looks like about an 1/8 needs to come off them. Well, that kind of sucks because at this point I am down to the last couple of days before this. We need to leave, and I didn't have time to build the tie rod spacers or anything of that nature. Par for course. So I removed the steering rack and started doing about the only thing I could think of to do, and that's basically just build one long tie rod that connects the front two tires together. At least this way the thing will roll like it's supposed to, and the tires won't be trying to go every which direction. To do that, I just simply tack welded the welded bungs into some tube, screwed in the Heims, and installed them on the front, doing my best to point the tires in the same direction. After all that, it was back to the suspension stilts. I basically just welded some leftover 1 3/4 bar from my cage work between the footwell and the lower control arm. Yeah, it's hokey, but it works, and I could simply cut the welds off to remove the stilts. Then it was finally time to mount the tires and put the Bug back on its weight for the first time, well, since I tore it down. Front came back down first, then the back. And once the Bug was on all fours, I moved things around to position it into place for loading onto the U-Haul auto transport. And once the Bug was lined up, and after prepping the trailer for loading, I realized that pushing the Bug onto the trailer was a bit more than I can handle alone. So I called on a buddy from church who had a few teenage boys. The boys' reaction to the Bug was actually pretty funny. They were like, "Whoa, Brother G might be cool." But after some quick chit chat, and definitely with their help, the Bug went right onto the trailer with no trouble at all. And once it was locked down, we did what every group of car guys do, we talked a bit. But after answering a bunch of questions and showing off some of my planned Bug parts, they took off and I finished locking the Bug down and turned in for the night. The next day we headed to Kansas, only stopping for gas and food in Joplin, Missouri. The cool thing was, one of you guys recognized the Bug while we were stopped, and we actually chatted for a bit. I honestly can't wait to bring this thing to various shows and hang out with all you Bug fanatics. It's an awesome community for sure. Well, that's it for this video. Hey, I want to apologize for slow rolling the whole Kansas move thing. Truth is, we've had a lot of things happening and a lot of things still happening. So you'll be able to see some of the stuff that's coming really fast here, but it's going to be exciting. Hope you enjoy it. But as for that, that's it for this video. I'm Damien. This is the Binder Builder. Be good, do good. See you on the next one.